Welcome to your point of view lesson. Your objective for this lesson is I can explain different forms of point of view with the following doodle notes. You will be able to use the point of view notes when you work on any works related to point of view in class and on IXL and Education Galaxy and when you are reading your book. When you are done, you're going to place the point of view doodle notes behind the reading divider in your binder. So please pick up your pencil and write reading divider. This is where your notes are going to be located. We're going to be putting our notes in our binder from now on, that way you have easy access to them during class. Please have the following highlighters for the lesson: a yellow highlighter, green, and pink. At any time, you can pause the video on YouTube. To catch up, please make sure that you follow along with me and that you're not just pausing the video and fast forwarding. You actually watch the video with me as I guide you, and you take the notes with me. But if you fall behind, you can always pause the video. So let's get started. So for point of view, before we get started with determining all four types of point of view, we have to be able to analyze and understand thought words and emotion words. Now, thought words are words that are related to thinking something, and emotion words show emotion. Now, I want you to get your green highlighter, and I want you to highlight where it says thought words with a green highlighter. That's how we're going to identify the words in this box below. The green words are going to be highlighted with the green highlighter, and those are going to be our thought words. Then our emotion words are going to be highlighted with a pink highlighter. So please do this with me at this time. Now let's look at the first word. This one I have already done for you. So affectionately, our root word is affection. Now, that has to do with an emotion. So affectionately will be highlighted with pink. Now, let's look at the next word, deduced. Is that going to be a thought word, a thinking word, or an emotion word? Which one? And this one's going to be a thought word. So we're going to highlight it with our green highlighter. Now let's look at reflection. Would reflection be a thought word or an emotion? Reflection is going to be highlighted with a green highlighter. When you reflect, you are thinking about a lesson or something that you've done during the day. Now let's look at kindly. Would kindly be a thought word or an emotion word? Hopefully you treat everyone with kindness. So the word kindly, the root word is kind, and the suffix is ly. So we're going to highlight kindly with our pink highlighter because this is showing emotion. It's an emotion word. Now, loved. Loved comes from the word love, so this one's an emotion word. So highlight it with the pink highlighter. Now, considered comes from the root word consider. So when you're considering something, that means you are thinking related to thoughts. They're all related. They come from the same family, and they mean a thought. Now, at this time, if you need a pause, you can pause the video. If not, keep up with me. Amazement. Now, the word amazement should be an emotion word. What about bravely? Bravely should be an emotion word as well. It comes from the root word brave. So let's finish off highlighting all of our emotion words. We have sadly, that comes from the root word sad, and happy. And in this case, it's written as happily. And it comes from the root word happy. So these were all of our emotion words. We were able to identify our emotion words with the pink highlighter, and we highlighted them. Now, let's pick up our green highlighter. Realize is going to be a thought word. Comes from the root word realize. Contemplated. If you contemplate something, That means you are thinking. It's a thought. Then obviously the word thought would be a thought word. And remembered is going to be our last word that we highlight with green, and that was a thought word. Now, we're going to look at first person. First person is the first type of point of view. It is always a personal narrative. Now, the word narrative always means story. So let's pick up our pencil and write story with me. And personal means it's about you. And it always uses the following keywords. I, so we're going to pick up our yellow highlighter and we're going to highlight our pronouns. I and my. So for first person, highlight the pronouns I and my. And let's write pronouns. I, me, my. If you see the following pronouns, you know that the point of view of the text is going to be first person. So have all of these notes with me. And this example reads, I love English class more than any of my other classes. But it's ending with an exclamation mark, so I'm going to read it with excitement. This is an exclamatory sentence. I love English class more than any of my other classes. So please make sure that you have the following notes with me. You can pause at this time. Remember, point of view for first person always includes the following pronouns. I, me, my. So we highlighted them with our yellow highlighter, I and my. Those were used in the text, so we know that this is written in first person. Now let's look at second person. Second person is dealing with recipes. It's always teaching you something, how to do something. You must first cream the butter and the sugar together. So we have to identify our pronouns. Now, first person always uses the word you. So in the box, let's write pronouns. You, your. If you see the following pronouns, the following words, which are called pronouns, you know that the point of view of the text is going to be second person, and it's always in recipes. So at this time, please pause the video if you need to catch up. If not, let's go and work on third person limited. Now, for third person limited, it is the thoughts and feelings of one character. Now, this is why we were identifying what emotion words were and what thought words were, because we have to be able to recognize them in a text to identify third person limited. That's why we have a picture of this one character and the little thought bubble of him thinking about something. So for this one, the pronouns, pick up your pencil at this time, are going to be he, she, him, her, they. These are a couple of pronouns that are used in a text. If you see these pronouns being used, you know that the point of view is going to be third person. But for this one, there's third person limited and third person omniscient. So third person limited is the thoughts and feelings of one character. Third person omniscient is the thoughts and feelings of many characters. So 1, 2, 3, more than one. So omniscient just means many, limited means one. So we're going to focus on third person limited right now. So at this time, please have the following pronouns written in the third person limited box. Now, I want you to pick up your yellow highlighter. Let's read the text. Rory was mad at Dean. She blamed him for getting her in trouble. He had left without saying a word of apology. So now, we have to identify the pronouns first. Our pronouns that could be in the text are he, she, him, her, and they. So I immediately see the pronoun she. So please highlight she. We always highlight our pronouns with a yellow highlighter. Her, him, and he. We know that this text is written in third person. Now, it's written in third person limited because we have the thoughts and feelings of one character. So now we're going to pick up our our pink highlighter. Are there any emotion words in the text? It says, Rory was mad at Dean. She blamed him for getting her in trouble. He had left without saying a word of apology. Do we know how Rory feels? Do we have the feelings of one character? So remember, feelings are going to be highlighted with pink. And we have one right here, mad. Rory is mad. That's a feeling. That's an emotion. And we always have our thoughts in green. Are there any thinking words? Any thought words? This one doesn't have any thought words. Remember, our thought words are considered, reflection, realized, contemplated, and remembered. So for this one, we do not have any green thought words. So we know that the point of view is third person limited because we have the feelings, Rory's mad, of one character. Now, we identified the she, her, him, he pronouns, but we only have the feelings of one character, and that's Rory. So we have Rory is mad. So please pause the video at this time. Now let's go to third person omniscient. For third person omniscient, we have the thoughts and feelings of many characters. So let's highlight the word feelings with our pink highlighter and thoughts with our green highlighter. Let's look at the text. They didn't remember that today happened to be his 12th birthday. Of course, his hopes hadn't been high. So we first need to identify our pronouns. We know that our pronouns that are used in third person point of view are going to be he, they, him, and his. We have her, his, she, and there are more than that. Right now we should have he, him, her, they, his, she. Now, let's identify our pronouns. We have the pronoun they, and we also have the pronoun his and his. So we immediately know that this is third person. But now, how many thoughts and feelings, how many characters, thoughts and feelings do we know? Remember, third person omniscient is the thoughts and feelings of many characters, more than one. That's why we have the pronoun they. So they remember. So highlight that word with our green highlighter. Remember is a thought word, a thinking word. The character is thinking something. So look at our picture. Now, is there another thought word? And it's hopes. The word hope shows that the characters are remembering and hoping. So at this time, please pause the video and have the following words highlighted and have the pronouns written in the third person omniscient box. And once again, third person omniscient means the thoughts and feelings of many characters, 1, 2, 3 characters. So now we're going to write an example of each type of point of view. So for the first one, we're going to write, I love America. And we're going to put an exclamation mark on this sentence. I'm going to highlight my pronoun or circle it because I have pen, I don't want it to bleed through. And I'm going to write first. That means this is in first point of view because I have my pronoun I. Now I'm going to write a sentence in second person. Remember, this is always showing how to do something. My sentence will be to start the car, comma, we need to pause. You must put the key in the ignition. And that's I-G-N-I-T-I-O-N. And this one is going to be in second person. So please pause the video to catch up. And I'm going to highlight my pronoun, my clue word. If it's using the pronoun you, I know that it's going to be in second person. And this is a how-to. To start the car, you must put the key in the ignition. It's telling me how to do something. Now I'm going to write a sentence in third person limited. He looked grimly at the F on his paper. And this is going to be in third person limited. Now, after I write my sentence, I have to identify my pronouns for third person limited. And it's going to be he. Now, I need to find the thoughts and feelings of one character. He, how is he feeling? Or what is he thinking? And grimly is going to be my emotion feeling word. Grim, I mean, he's not very happy, he's sad, disappointed. Now I'm going to pick up my pencil, and if you need to pause, please pause the video at this time. This will be the last sentence, and the lesson will be over. Let's write. The Dementors howled with rage they wanted Harry Potter. And this one's going to be third person omniscient. Make sure you spell it correctly. Now, the Dementors howled with rage. They wanted Harry Potter. I'm going to circle my pronoun, they, and third person omniscient is the thoughts and feelings of many characters. Now, I'm going to find any thought or feeling words. The Dementors howled with rage. Rage is going to be my emotion feeling word. They are angry. So at this time, please pause the video and have the following notes on the point of view doodle notes paper. And we are done, guys. Please put this behind your reading divider and your binder. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.